What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Show and Tech. So today we are taking a first look at the newest product by Soundcore. This is a pair of over-the-ear headphones known as the Soundcore Life Q30 noise canceling headphones. So here's what the box looks like. It's a pretty nice box. We're used to this overall presentation already by Soundcore, but let's talk about what this product actually is. We've already seen the Soundcore Life Q10s and the Soundcore Life Q20s. Now the Q10s came in at an excellent price point. We know that they featured great sound. The comfort on them was also very, very good. And it was a extremely successful product for Soundcore just because they come in at that low price point and offer so much. The Q20s, however, came in at a higher price point. They offered noise canceling, but they weren't as comfortable. The sound wasn't as good, and the noise canceling, to be honest, wasn't that great as well. So with the Life Q30s, they're taking another shot at ANC. So these are gonna be offered for $79 USD, but come with a number of premium features. So before we unbox it, let's just take a look at what those features actually are. So number one, these come in rated to give you an overall playback time of 40 hours, and they do feature fast charge. So if you throw these on a charger for 5 minutes, that's gonna give you up to 4 hours of playtime. Next, they've got NFC pairing, and while I've never personally used it on my Android devices, maybe somebody out there loves to pair their things using NFC, and so that feature there is for you. The third feature that I'm looking forward to is the multi-mode noise cancellation. So it offers various different levels of ANC depending on the environment that you're in, depending on what you're doing. The next feature that I'm really looking forward to on these is the transparency mode. So I do have a pair of the Sony XM3s, and I've always loved being at the gym wearing my XM3s. If somebody wants to come over and talk to me, or I want to hear one of the announcements that's going on, I can simply put my right hand over one of the ear cups, and that's going to turn on the outward facing mics to pick up the ambient sounds, to pick up the voice of that person that I'm talking to. And as soon as the conversation is done, I take my hand off and the music continues to play at the volume that I had it set at before. So the Life Q20s couldn't do that. The Life Q30s do have that capability. All right, so taking a look at the carrying case that it comes with, this is a hard shell case, so it's not a soft fabric. It could be a little bit harder in my opinion, but I believe that this is going to do the job. I mean, the fact that they're even giving you this hard case to begin with is, in my opinion, great value. So popping this open real quick and taking a look at the headphones themselves, this is what they look like. Overall, not too bad. They've got a pretty good weight on them, so they're not super heavy. I'm just gonna take this NFC sticker off really quick. Nice and easily adjustable with the satisfying click. It doesn't feel like doing this a bunch of times over the course of a year or two is gonna cause these to break. So that's a good thing to look forward to. Throwing them on the ears, they're pretty comfortable. I wouldn't mind if they had a little bit more of a grip to them. I guess I'm just used to the tightness of my Sonys is all, but I feel like if I were to run with these or work out with them, they would be pretty good at staying on my ears, even with a bit of sweat. Coming in at a price point of $79, you can expect that the materials that they use aren't going to be the most premium. So the headband and the foam on the ear cups, as well as the leather or faux leather on the ear cups, does feel very nice and premium. However, you do have that plasticky look on both sides of the headband that might bother some people. For me personally, I don't mind it. I still think that it looks pretty nice. But as you can see with that material, or maybe you can't see with that material, it doesn't do the best job of hiding fingerprints. So the oil on your fingers does seem to adhere to this pretty well, and I can see a ton of fingerprints there already. So overall, I don't think they look too bad. As a matter of fact, I do think they look pretty clean. The standard that we're used to looking at, as we said, is the Sonys. So we can take a look at my Sonys here real quick, just to give you a bit of a comparison for those of you who've been on the fence in terms of deciding what it is that you wanted to buy. So here are the Sonys. Like I said, a little bit tighter, a little bit smaller in their design, but at the end of the day, it's kind of just personal preference. I really don't find these to be that much more or less comfortable than the Life Q30s. All right, so we've got the app open here, and just to go back to the beginning, as I was saying, simply hit the connect button and it'll quickly search, make sure that you're paired correctly. And then as you can see here, it opens up and now we've got the Life Q30s. We can see the battery life on them. And then we can also check what mode we're in. So you've got noise cancellation mode, you've got transparency mode, and you've got normal. So I can hear or feel the ANC is already active. If I click on transparency, then yeah, it's picking up everything around me, which is also, it's pretty good. It's not too bad. Quickly testing the ambient sound mode. It does kick in. It takes a lot longer than I'm used to with the Sonys. The Sonys is almost immediate, whereas this took, I want to say about 1.5 seconds, maybe 2 seconds to kick in. Okay, so you've got to do 2 seconds to turn it on. So it's on, and then 2 seconds to turn it off. There we go. All right, so we're gonna throw on Stargazing by Travis Scott, just to see how these sound. I really like this song because, you know, there's a lot going on in it and it has some crazy bass that drops in at the beginning. So we're gonna be able to see just how great the sound quality on these is. So far, so good. The flute sounds great. And this is just the default mode that I'm on right now. I'm just on default. I'm sorry if I'm talking louder. Oh my God. The bass is killer. These are good. These are nice, man. Straight up. In the nighttime. All right, let me pause that. This video is gonna be way too long if I keep listening to this music. These sound incredible. This is pretty good. You guys, honestly, I'm really looking forward to reviewing these and comparing these with a couple other headphones just to see where the sound quality is at overall. But I'm thinking that if you're on the fence about ANC, if you're on the fence about grabbing a pair of noise canceling headphones because of that elevated price point usually, then you're not gonna be disappointed when it comes to these. That was good stuff. So that's pretty much it for this first look. Hopefully you guys have learned something about these. If you have any questions or anything that you're concerned about before picking these up for yourself, just let me know. I'm gonna be testing these out for the next week or two in order to drop a full review for you guys and give you all of my thoughts. Also a comparison with the Sony XM3s. I know the XM4s are out, but in my opinion, the 3s and the 4s are pretty much the same. I know the 4s have like 10% more foam or something like that. It doesn't really matter to me. So I will do a full review of these guys. I will give you a comparison of these guys, comparing them to the Sony XM3s. But like I said, these come in at two crazy, vastly different price points. There's so much disparity between the two. These guys here are 79 bucks. These guys here, depending where you live, these are still 300 in Canada. So if you are able to find yourself a device like these, and if these are as good as I think that they're going to be, then it would be very easy to not even worry about the Sonys. So again, thank you guys for taking the time out to watch. Much love as always. Throwing up 2 of them, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.